It is a messy mix. Rain and ice turning crosswalks into slushy, slippery traps. Cleanup crews are out in Center City working to clear sidewalks in the name of safety. And a similar scene in University City. Watch your step there. Ice is rapidly building up along sidewalks, creating tricky conditions for anyone walking through the area. And check out I-95 in Northeast Philadelphia. Drivers are slowing down as a layer of ice and snow blankets part of the highway. And we are now taking a live look across the region right now. It is a cloudy night, and even though the winter storm is moving out, lingering ice and snow could cause problems tomorrow morning. And that ice is expected to refreeze overnight, setting us up for a slick morning commute. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Johnny Archer. That winter storm delivered more ice than snow for many neighborhoods. New Jersey is in a state of emergency tonight. Restrictions are in place for certain vehicles on the interstate, including tractor trailers and RVs. State leaders are urging everyone to stay off the roads and give crews the space they need to get things cleaned up. And we have team coverage tonight for you. NBC10 Shaira, Arias, and Kelsey Kushner are taking a look at the slippery conditions as cleanup begins. And we'll start with First Alert Meteorologist Robert Johnson. Robert, this storm its impact isn't done yet.
No, it's not done just yet, and it's very easy to lose your footing as you head out and about later tonight or early tomorrow morning, and still a few more hours to go. So far, our snow and sleet totals skip back about an inch of snow even, more than half an inch for Nazareth and for North Whitehall. Mount Holly, New Jersey, right where the National Weather Service office is, close to half an inch of snow and sleet, and only accounting for a trace so far at Philadelphia International Airport. It's a colorful live radar, so when you factor in all the colors, the blue, that's snow, the purple is sleet, that salmon pink color is freezing rain, and the green, that's just regular rain. So it's all about where you live. It's mainly snow through the Lehigh Valley into Bucks County and Mercer County as predicted, but it's more so a mixture of sleet and freezing rain from Berks County all the way through Monco into Delco, and even in Philadelphia at this point it's mainly sleet mixing in with some freezing rain from Northeast Philadelphia all the way down into South Philly, and watching for freezing rain over through Evesham Township. And then once you go farther north into Willingboro, it's more so snow along with a combination of some sleet. But well to the south, we're talking about rain from Atlantic City through Morris River and in spots in and around Delaware. Hour by hour we go. 1 o'clock in the morning, the precipitation drifting away, ending for our far western communities as the sleet and the freezing rain and snow pushes out of the PA suburbs, and still some lingering showers up and down the Jersey Shore and for portions of Delaware. We dry out overnight, cloudy as we kick off the day tomorrow. We're dry, but it will be cold. We'll talk about refreezing and another system that brings us some rain in the complete 10-day forecast.
All right, Robert, thank you. Slippery roads are turning holiday travel into a real challenge tonight with one of the busiest travel days of this season underway. Drivers tell NBC10 Shaira Arias they are hitting the brakes and taking it slow. She's live for us in Northeast Philadelphia. And Shaira, what are you seeing out there on the roads tonight?
Johnny, it's been really difficult for anybody who's had to travel today, even just to have to go to the grocery store. There's been rain, there's been snow, there's been sleet. Right now, it is raining a lot. And I want to show you, look at the sidewalk. It is completely covered in that snow, and now it's turning into slush. And imagine if it gets even more cold and this turns into ice, it will be very dangerous for people to just even be walking around. Now look at the road right here. We are looking at Aramingo. These types of roads, people need to be very careful, because if they're not conditioned, what you're going to see is that all of this here is going to be very, very slippery. People need to be very mindful if they have to leave their homes tomorrow in the morning. Conditions are going to continue to be very difficult.
I drive slow anyways. I'm used to it. Just drive slow and stay away from cars.
On Friday night, drivers faced a dangerous trifecta: sleet, snow, and rain. This is what drivers were faced with in Philadelphia as icy conditions moved in.
I like it.
You like what's going on right now?
Yeah, I'm having fun on the road. I'm slipping and sliding. I got a truck.
Kevin says this gas station in Northeast Philadelphia was his last stop before heading home. He knows the roads are slippery and is taking extra precautions.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm afraid of other people, though. They slam on brakes and stuff like that and do all type of crazy stuff.
We drove up and down I-95, where traffic was crawling. In some spots, drivers were moving at just 20 miles per hour, well below the posted speed limit of 45. In commercial areas, we saw trucks treating parking lots. And drivers scraping snow and ice from their windshields before heading out.
We've been driving very slow. We've been cautious. We've been stopping, further than we had to stop, just to make sure that we are able to stop.
AAA estimates more than 85% of holiday travelers will be driving back home, and today is expected to be one of the busiest travel days of the season. The thing is, the slippery roads are making the trip much harder. Nelson says he's keeping an eye out for drivers in a hurry.
I haven't seen one like that yet, but those are the ones that I worry about. Those radical ones that are out there in a hurry to go, I don't know where.
PennDOT says it's all hands on deck.
We're going to keep these roads passable. They may not be completely free of snow and ice. And, the volume kind of works against us, but at the same time, it also grinds in that salt and, delivers that reaction that we desperately need to start the melting process. So it's kind of a little mix there on good and bad.
With brining major roads checked off their list, now that snow has fallen, they are ready to deploy more than 400 trucks they have at their disposal to continue treating roads.
We're looking for kind of a mixed bag, mixed precipitation, freezing rain in some places, maybe higher accumulations out in Bucks, eastern part of that county. So we're well prepared, have a lot of materials on hand, about 90,000 tons of salt, so no issues there. So we're ready to go.
About 2 hours ago, we actually saw a man that was trying to do a U-turn and he lost control of the vehicle. Something that people need to be very aware of is for tomorrow, if you come across black ice, how will you know what you're looking at? Well, you want to look for asphalt that appears wet or shiny. Check it off for vehicles. Check to make sure that vehicles aren't sliding in front of you, as well as avoid sharp movements, which is what we saw today with your steering wheel. And of course, keep off the gas and make sure that you are right on course when this happens, if you do come across a black ice. And obviously the most important advice is that if you don't need to leave your house, don't stay home tomorrow. I'm going to send it back to you, Johnny.
All right, Shaira, Arias live for us in Northeast Philadelphia. Shaira, be safe getting home. Appreciate that report. Icing conditions are keeping crews busy in South Jersey. They are working nonstop to clear the roads so they are safe for drivers. NBC10's Kelsey Kushner is live in Camden. And Kelsey, how are the things looking where you are right now?
Johnny, well, that snow has now turned to rain that is falling down. And this is what the roads look like here in Camden County. They are icy, they are slushy, they are slick. But drivers I spoke with say their biggest concern is what you can't see. That's black ice. Friday's blast of winter weather turned Camden County roadways into a slippery mess.
The roads is really bad, icy. They ain't laid no salt down. That's like black ice.
County roads were slushy and sloppy, forcing drivers like Amir Stewart to slow down behind the wheel.
Hey, I slide a lot, but you gotta be safe because there's a lot of black ice. And the roads is like really messed up.
The icy conditions kept emergency crews busy prepping and clearing roads for anyone braving the conditions.
Our crews are all pre-treating the roadways with product. They're putting down salt.
Dan Keeshan with the Camden County Board of Commissioners says it's all hands on deck. Crews are working around the clock to salt the slick spots.
It's going to be challenging because the temperatures are going to remain extremely low for the most part, and that's going to mean that we're going to have to be taking care of and treating the roadways for ice. So we want everybody who, again, if you don't have to be on the road, please stay home.
For some, staying inside and out of the cold isn't an option.
I pump gas here and it's freezing.
Until her shift is done, Charisma Weiss says she's taking it extra slow.
It's like really bad along here because it's really slippery. I keep sliding. I keep sliding when I'm walking back and forth.
Her and I both. And, you know, county officials say they have over 100 pieces of equipment stationed all throughout Camden County, clearing off the roads for drivers who do need to head out either tonight or early tomorrow morning. Reporting live in Camden County, Kelsey Kushner, NBC10 News.
All right, Kelsey, thanks for that report there. And the storm isn't having a major impact on power. We are seeing a growing number of people in South Jersey with outages, but there are just over 300 customers across our area without power at this time. But the storm is having a larger impact on air travel. Nearly 150 flights at Philadelphia International Airport were canceled today, and more than 220 flights were delayed. And the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission is bracing for another busy travel day tomorrow. About 540,000 vehicles are expected to hit the Turnpike. Tuesday is expected to be the busiest travel day left in the year. And regardless of the weather, it's rain or snow or ice, conditions are changing fast, and we want to see how weather is affecting your neighborhood. Don't just post your photos or videos on social media. Pass them along to us. Your images help us show the impact of this weather and keep others safe. Send your photos and videos by going to See It, Share It on the free NBC10 app. And the storm may be rolling out of the area, but the mess it caused will be left behind. Check in with First Alert meteorologist Marvin Gomez and Justin Godnick this weekend. They will tell you what you need to know before you head out the door. Your First Alert coverage starts tomorrow at 6 a.m. All right, now to another look at your First Alert forecast. Ice is everywhere, on the sidewalks, on the roads, and even on your front steps. And you'll want to watch where you walk, not just tonight, but throughout the weekend. First Alert meteorologist Robert Johnson is here again to tell us how tonight's storm will have some residual effects into tomorrow as well.
When you said ice is everywhere, all I could think of was ice, ice, baby.
Oh,
that
there you
song.
go. Yeah, Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, because that's how it is out there, and it's just a glaze of ice over Philadelphia and many of the PA suburbs into parts of South Jersey. Right now, the view of the city where you can't even see the skyscrapers and you can't even see City Hall or the Comcast towers because the clouds are so low as we have a wintry mix coming down. And this winter storm will be with us until about 2 o'clock in the morning. But the final round of precipitation is moving through our region right now. Notice back off to the west, a load of nothing. A closer view of live radar. It's a colorful sight where the blue is snow, the purple is sleet, the salmon pink color is freezing rain, and the green is just light, regular rain. So we'll slide to the south through South Jersey and into portions of Delaware. It's mainly just rain from Chemung Township through Egg Harbor City, down through Millville, Ocean City, and Cape May, but slide farther to the north, and that's where you have a mixed bag of precipitation. As predicted, mainly snow through Bethlehem, a mixture of snow and sleet in Warrington. Trenton, it's mostly snow, as well as Pemberton, New Jersey. But from Philadelphia down through Voorhees, it's a mix of sleet as well as freezing rain. Hour by hour we go. By 2 o'clock in the morning, most of the precipitation is out of here, drifting through Trenton, sliding out of Ocean County. Then we'll dry out overnight, keep the clouds, but still you have to watch for slick spots come tomorrow morning. So for tomorrow, it's cloudy and cold with highs not too far above the freezing mark if you do get above the freezing mark. You stay below freezing in Trenton, but 33 in Northeast Philly, 33 in Allentown, 36 closer to Center City, 37 in Wilmington, 38 in Dover, and 40 degrees tomorrow in Atlantic City. If you're traveling, tomorrow's not a bad travel day. Nothing coming from the sky, but just watch out on the roads because it will be slick out there. 26 in Syracuse, 37 in Pittsburgh, 44 degrees in Washington, D.C. Then we take you into Sunday, and if you're headed west or leaving Sunday evening around here, that's a bit of a different story. 42 in Philadelphia, 40 in New York City, rain around for Pittsburgh, 57, and rain for Buffalo with a high of 40 degrees. Hour by hour we go. Most of Sunday is dry, but notice by Sunday evening, here's 6 p.m. with some rain, and in this case, this area of pink is some freezing rain drifting through Berks County, the Lehigh Valley, even into portions of the PA suburbs. We'll slide that through Sunday night. There's 10 p.m., and it's more of the same with a couple of rounds of rain and freezing rain, especially north of Philadelphia, and that lingers into Monday with a wet and windy day on the way. The exclusive 10-day on 10. Tomorrow, the clouds linger with a high of 36. Then refreezing becomes an issue again Saturday night into Sunday morning as we wake up to a temperature of 26 in the city. 42 for Sunday afternoon with rain arriving in the evening, mainly after 5 p.m. Monday, it's wet and windy throughout the day, but it's a warm wind with gusts anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour and a high of 58 degrees. Behind a cold front, still windy, but blustery winds, cold, dry winds coming down. It will be brighter as well with a high of 37. We're also talking about wind gusts anywhere from 30 to 40 on Tuesday. Wednesday, a chilly end to 2025, 38 degrees, around the freezing mark when the clock strikes 12. And we start off 2026 on a cold note, 36 on Thursday, and then we're around the freezing mark Friday and Saturday. Sunday, partly cloudy, 36 degrees, maybe a couple of showers around in South Philly with the birds back at the link, and a couple of rain and snow showers next Monday with a high of 37 degrees. Johnny, back over to you.
All right, Robert, thank you. A routine patrol on Christmas Day takes a startling turn. A trooper is carjacked after spotting a man standing in the middle of the road. We'll show you the video. You have to see to believe. And we're going to take a live look from Main Street in Stroudsburg. This is in the Poconos where you see they got some snow. Snow's certainly good for the ski resorts up there, but a picture I've seen there, but a lot of other people just have to be careful on the roads as we continue our winter storm coverage.